logic. The fact that Wike is in Port Harcourt on a frolic of his own, as it were, does not mean he's responsible for the security problems in the Federal Capital Territory. The Federal Capital Territory has a special dispensation. You have in that Federal Capital Territory alone the Brigade of Guards, you have the DMI, you have the DSS, you have the police, you have the civil defense, you have, a multiplicity of security agencies whose primary responsibility is to fulfill the objective of Section 14 sub 2 of the 1999 Constitution, which is to ensure the responsibility of government to provide security and welfare for the people of Nigeria. It's not an individual responsibility, it's an institutional responsibility. And that's why I say, whether Wike is in Abuja or not, if there are security problems, it's not about the individual sitting down there. It's about the integrity of the institutions responsible for security. And that's what we need to strengthen, is the system that we have to strengthen. So even if Wike were in Abuja, he himself could be adopted. If he goes in public transport and is unfortunate, either him or any member of his families, to enter one chance, they could also be victims. So, but the whole thing is of a larger dimension, and that is my point. So I will not join others to say because Wike is not in Abuja, that's why there is a problem of insecurity, or because a governor is not in his state, that's why a problem happened in the. That would be utterly simplistic. Mm-hmm. And if I dare say, it won't follow the logic. I don't want to use a stronger word. So I will excuse Wike in that regard. But when he misbehaves as a public official, it is part of our responsibility to point it out. The principle in law is voluntae non fit injuria. If you don't like heat, don't go near the kitchen. So if you are a public official, you are fair game. Mm-hmm. We have the job to point out your flaws. When you leave that position, you can become a private citizen. Now, in terms of he going door to door, word to word, house to house, saying he's campaigning for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with his band of jesters who call themselves, is it a musical band? What other funny name do they give themselves? We say that the Independent National Electoral Commission has not yet said you can start campaign. So it is an act of irresponsibility for you to be going around campaigning and you are saying you will deliver local governments, you will deliver clans and villages to the president when INEC has not said you can start campaigns. So who is going to call him to order? A man who has said Rivers State belongs to him and that anybody or nobody cannot speak to him. And I guess that the point I made yesterday, when you stretch that, and anybody, Rivers State is a no-go area, I guess that includes the president of Nigeria. That the president of Nigeria cannot even say anything about what is going on in Rivers State. So that's, I use the word again, delusional. And I think that, this kind of irresponsibility should not be allowed. There should be limits to it. The third thing is that I think that Mr. Wike is exposing the president of Nigeria to gross embarrassment. In fact, he is undermining the authority of the same president that he says he wants to help. Okay, where is the authority of the president? If a man says he's campaigning on your behalf, you can be guilty by association. And then you look the other way. Your administration looks the other way. You are violating the same guidelines and principles and provisions and protocols of the electoral body. And the onus is on the president to ensure fair play, to ensure that there is a level playing field for everybody. The fourth point is that Minister Wike, which is the point we have said again and again on this platform, no matter whose ox is God, is fighting in the People's Democratic Party, who have said he's not members of the party have said he's not a member of their party. He has been expelled. The same party, the president's party that he says he's helping, they have said he's unknown to them because he's not a member of their party. So where is his authority coming from On whose authority is he acting? And, heating up the polity. So these are the various issues. But let us just hope that at the end of the day, when the president returns, maybe the president will be able to call his self-appointed gladiator, campaigner, promoter to order, and that the president himself will have will summon the authority to say, please, enough is enough. Stop embarrassing me. Because this way, this particular politician has divided the PDP. He can even end up dividing the president's party that has said he's not a member. The chairman of the party is complaining. The spokesperson of the party is complaining. The national secretary, which is the title of Senator Bashiru, is also complaining. So, what's going on? We ask, what is going on? And that is a fair comment for those who talk about fairness.
Yes, I know you want to move on, but